When you hit the sort button, you expect a clean and organized sheet, but there are times when Excel scrambles the data and throws errors. Here we take a look at various hidden reasons why your data won't sort properly and how to fix them. Let's get started. The first reason why sorting may not work properly is because your numbers are stored as text, in which case Excel tries to sort the data alphabetically and not numerically. As you can see in this case, the 10 and 100, it has gone in the end, and looking at these two cells, you can see it looks different from the other numbers. It is left aligned, whereas the others are right aligned, and at the top of the cell you see the small green triangles. If you go near the triangle, you see this drop down, you click on that. So it's an error, but Excel gives you the option to convert it to number. So the first method to fix this is to just go there and convert it to number. You can do the same to the other one also. Say convert to number. Now when you sort it, it should work fine. You see it's sorted properly now. At this point, I would like to say that if you're liking the video, please subscribe to our channel. There's another method to fix this issue when numbers are stored as text and when you do not see those green triangles. So in this case, I have put these two numbers in quotes so that it becomes text. So now you don't see the triangles. So in such cases, what you do is you just select the column and use the text to columns feature, which is there under the data tab. Just go to text columns and then just say finish. You see it changed the 10 and 100. It removed the quotes and it made them numbers. So the text to columns feature forces Excel to convert text numbers back to actual numbers. Now you can sort it the normal way and it will sort properly. Just like numbers, if dates are stored as text, they may not sort properly. Excel stores date internally as numbers, so they should ideally be right aligned. But if you see any date as left aligned, means it is stored as text and may not sort correctly. Let's say 15 Jan 2021, I'll change it, make it text. Now this 15 Jan is stored as text. It is left aligned and looks different from the rest. When you sort this, it goes towards the end of the data. So dates stored as text may not sort correctly. So to fix this issue, you can again go back to text to columns feature so that Excel changes all the incorrect dates to proper date format. Select the column, go to text to columns, say next, next. Finally, when you come to this screen, choose date. Our date is in DMY format. Say finish. So you see this is now right aligned because Excel has converted it into a date. Now when you sort, you see it goes back to the correct position. I can make the year 4 digits, just the format painter. So the sorting is correct now. So this is how you fix sorting issues due to dates being stored as text. Extra spaces before or after a word also gives wrong sorting results when you sort alphabetically. So let's see with the help of an example here. So now I will sort alphabetically on name. I sorted in the ascending order. Here Alice is before Arun. Now if I introduce a space in the beginning of Arun, this name now has a space in the beginning. So now when I sort alphabetically, you see that word with the space in the beginning goes at the top. This is because a space character ranks higher than letters. Similarly, even trailing spaces at the end of a word can disturb sorting sequence, and you may find certain names or items at unexpected positions after you sort. So the best thing to do is to remove the spaces from the text values. So for that, we'll use the trim function. So I've created a temporary column here. I'll say trim. I'll select this name. I'll now drag the formula across to the other cells. So now all the spaces at the beginning and in the end and double spaces in between the words are gone. Trim removes them. I'll copy these values and I'll paste as values. I'll remove this column. Now if you sort, it will sort correctly. So you must take care of the hidden spaces by using the trim function before you sort. Sorting may also not work correctly if you have blank rows in the data. Excel looks for continuous data when sorting. So when it finds a blank row, it will assume that the blank row is the end of the table. So it will sort only till there. So here, this example, I'll move. There's a blank row. When I sort, you see Alice and Bob has gone to the top, but Arun is still at the bottom. It has not moved at the top because there's a blank row in between. So Excel has only sorted the first half. This half is not sorted. So you must never sort blindly. If you have large data, just check if there are gaps in the data, in which case you must remove the blank rows. There are several ways to easily find the blank rows. Select the data, you go under Home, under Editing, Find and Select, go to Ctrl G the shortcut. Select the data, do Ctrl G and say Special. I want to spot blanks. Excel gives you the blank, just delete it. Now just go and sort. Alice and Arun are together now. It is sorted correctly. So make sure there are no blank rows in the data when you are sorting. Merged cells in the data can also impact sorting. Excel cannot sort a range if some cells span across multiple rows or columns. Let's say I'll insert a column here. I'll move Johnson here. I'll merge these two cells. So now if I try to sort, so it gives me the error message. To do this, all the merged cells need to be the same size. So you cannot sort if you have merged cells, so you have to unmerge it and then you can sort. Sorting in Excel is pretty simple. So whichever column you want to sort on, just click on any cell within that column and sort descending or sort ascending. However, many beginners, they do this mistake. They select the entire column or they select the entire range of cells within the column and then they try to sort. In which case Excel gives a message. It says Microsoft Excel found data next to a selection, whether you want to expand the selection or continue with the current selection. Now you must always expand the selection. If you select continue with the current selection, it will only sort within the selected column. This will completely corrupt your data set. It will make it messy and wrong, matching wrong data against the wrong people. So if I say sort, you say it just did something here and it did not rearrange the rest of the data, so which is wrong. I'll do Control Z. So if you're choosing this method to sort, always expand the selection so that it considers the entire data set while sorting. The best method is just to click anywhere within the column and sort. Excel will sort it for you correctly. And if you have the habit of selecting the range, always choose expand the selection. Sorting can also give issues if a single column has mix of text, numbers and logical values such as true, false. So here this column I have numbers, text, then boolean, that is logical value of true and false. When Excel is sorting such numbers, it has a strict hierarchy. So if I sort, Excel will first sort numbers followed by text, then the logical values, finally the blanks. So it may look like entirely random sequence, but Excel follows a sequence in sorting such values. So make sure that the column has uniform data. If you have numbers, do not mix it with text. You can have a separate column to the right such as notes and then include the text here. Try to have uniform data in your column. So that's all in this video. So you must always keep your data clean, avoid merged cells, use tables if possible. The tables handle ranges and sorting automatically without breaking. If you like the video, do subscribe and check out my complete beginner's guide on sorting to master the basics. Thanks for watching the video.